So for this one, love the video, but I feel like your edges are a little thin. Do I need to be mindful of the edges? Girl. Hey babies, welcome back. Of course, I have not done a sit down video with you guys in quite some time, but if you are new here, welcome. Now's a good time to go ahead and subscribe. If you guys are not already familiar, there was a giveaway that I decided to extend. At first it was 7 days, but we had some technical difficulties with YouTube, so I decided to extend the $500 giveaway to another week. And so originally we were having some inconveniences when it came to the email. So people were entering, and of course, you guys, I was able to see some of those messages behind the scenes. Some of them I was not, so I'm just like, look, just go ahead and comment hashtag Sunflower Gang and it'll just count as a giveaway entry. And then of course you were able to get additional entries by following me on TikTok and also on Instagram as well. So I definitely appreciate everybody that took the time to enter. So you guys, I wanted to take some time out of my day to actually go ahead and answer all of the questions that you guys have had since I've kind of been doing these passion twist crochet tutorials, which you guys have found extremely helpful, and I'm very grateful for all of the support and love that you guys have given me. So what I did is I went through all of the comments that I have gotten across about 3 to 4 videos in total, and I'm gonna go ahead and just pretty much pop them up on the screen as I go through them. Of course, a lot of the questions were kind of repeated, so if you actually see your username, shout out to you, okay? But I did go ahead and do my very best to kind of just narrow this down so that we do not have a ton of just like repeated questions and answerings going on. So of course, let's get right into the video. All right, so one of the first questions that I got was, can you do, of course there's a typo here, but y'all, we not gonna come for it. It's not that kind of environment, all right? Can you do your entire hair with the rubber band method? I think the answer is yes, but I'm just asking. So of course, yes, you could absolutely do all rubber bands, or you don't even have to use rubber bands, you guys. You could totally create the boxes just doing plaits and connect them all the way down to your nape. If it was me, I would probably stop 1 to 2 rows before you get to the nape area, just so that you are able to pin a braid across, right? Or sew it down, bobby pin it down, tuck it in, whatever it is you're gonna need to do, because at some point you will need to end that illusion, right? And so ideally you wouldn't want to do that maybe at the nape of your neck, just because it'll be a little bit more bulky there, and I know you guys are probably going to want to wear this up in like a ponytail like some of the other videos I've showed you. So I highly recommend, if that's something that you want to do, make it a point to stop at about the last row or 1 row above it and kind of just do the boxes here, boxes all the way back, and maybe 1 braid going across to just connect everything and finish it off. So the next question is, just says, hello, thanks for the video. You are welcome, of course. Where do I get the crochet hooks? Please help. Now, if you guys did not already know, the hair that I usually use is from a company called Toyo Tress. I have worked with a few other brands like Janet Collection, but for the most part, the companies that I have showed you guys and kind of showed that packaging, they actually come with the crochet hooks. But if for any reason you cannot find it, definitely check out my Amazon store. I have it linked down in my description box, and I actually have the crochet hook, the exact one that comes in the packaging, really, really inexpensive. I have it linked there. Okay, so next question. What brand of rubber bands do you use? Mine always pop and break after only a few days. You guys, I'm not gonna lie, I am not sure. If you have ever gone into the beauty supply store, you'll get like that 1,000 pack of rubber bands that comes in like this clear container. I don't know the brand. Let me try to find it for you real quick. Real quick. Good news, y'all, I found it. All right, so, oh, okay. So this is surprising. It's actually Red by Kiss. I didn't even realize they had a rubber band situation happening, but yes, Red by Kiss. This is pretty much what I'm always using, whether it's the smaller pack, and I said 1,000, y'all, this is 500, okay? Whether it's the 100 pack, 500, 300, I don't know. Apparently, my beauty supply store has the Red by Kiss rubber bands, and it says ultra elasticity, 2-time stretch and break proof. So I know some of you guys have asked about the whole what happens if they break. You guys, once your hair is connected, let's say you have 1 pops in the front. That happened to me on vacation. But nevertheless, y'all, the hair will still in because it's crocheted into your hair, so you have a knot literally looped around that spot. So you shouldn't really have too much of an inconvenience, but hey, yeah, it's the red by Kids. Okay, so the next question is, can we see how you crochet the back? Now, I'll go ahead and just kind of pop in a clip here of the very last video that I did, because I was very intentional about showing you guys how to do the back, just because I got so many questions, and each time that I'm like going through to edit these 3 to 4 hour videos, I'm always like, oh, I don't need this part. Oh, let me just, you know, skip it. And it's all literally, whether it's the braiding videos, the quick weave videos, y'all are always like, Chrissy, we wanted to see that specific part. Like, we got the front. And I'm like, oh, my bad. And someone asked, looks good, how many packs of hair is this? So the bundle that I typically get will have about 8 packs. I've never really gotten a bundle from Toyo Tress specifically that had any less than 8 packs, and I typically use all 8 packs, which is kind of tricky, right? Because if you have thicker hair and you need to do smaller parts, if you have more, you know, less hair and you don't end up needing all the packs, like, it's one of those things where if this is your first time doing it and you're not sure how much you're gonna need, I would go ahead and get the 2 packs. Worst come to worst, girl, you can go ahead and follow my crochet ponytail video and you can use the leftover hair there to actually do a little ponytail. And you don't even have to worry about the middle as much, because you're only gonna crochet around here, put a couple in the middle, put it in a ponytail, and boom, you got a style for a week, okay? Okay, and then I got a question that says, I noticed you use rubber bands a lot in your style. 2 questions. Do they break or thin your hair? And then, is this style compromised if they pop? So no, the style is not compromised if they pop, unless you have really, really silky hair and you were like relying on those rubber bands to get the job done. I could see how the style could actually be compromised now that I kind of look at it differently. But if you do have silkier hair, I would recommend taking a little braiding hair, maybe literally 1 strand, and feeding that into your silkier hair. It will be kind of difficult, not difficult, but let me know if you would want to see me do something like that, where I just do the crochet method with no rubber bands at all, and maybe just connect everything like we went over in the first question, because I feel like that might be a little bit more helpful for other people that have different hair textures, densities, and all that good stuff. And then, of course, do they break or thin your hair? So to answer this question plain and simple, absolutely, your hair can break, your hair can thin. Any style that is considered protective is not truly protective. Everything is going to affect your hair, your skin, all that stuff, all at once. So whether I'm using more oils to kind of help the rubber bands not sit as tight on my head, to kind of loosen up, be easier to break, and kind of give it less friction, right? At the end of the day, this is not going to be the like savior when it comes to protective styles. That's why I try my best not to leave these styles in for no more than 2 weeks, just simply because I want to avoid as much tension as I can. And I try not to put the rubber bands extremely tight. So just be mindful. No style is truly protective 100%, unfortunately. It's all a risk. Whether it's a free afro, wavy hair, curly hair, straight, it doesn't matter. Just the fact that your hair is out in the environment is already problematic enough. Like, what can we do? Hey, we want to look cute. So for this one, love the video, but I feel like your edges are a little thin. Do I need to be mindful of the edges? Girl, yes, okay? And this is the first time I ever took a look at my hair and said, wait, girl, are your edges thin for real? Like, what's happening? And y'all know I used to lax or texturize my edges with like the baby perms. So that actually could be a valid statement. I'm not sure. I just remember my hair always looking like this since high school, before I was relaxing, while I was relaxing. My hair just has always been this like, kinda, I don't know what to call it. I really don't know, but I've learned to love it. And maybe my edges are a little thin. I don't think it's directly related to these styles, just because 9 times out of 10 my hair is in cornrows underneath a wig, or I'm wearing some type of braided style. Anytime that you see me do the rubber bands, y'all have to know it's only gonna stay in my hair for max 2 weeks. if I can even make it that long. And that, I mean, I'm grateful to that just because I know that I can do my own hair. So if you are looking for something that's gonna, you know, help further protect your hair, I would highly recommend avoid the rubber bands and just connect the little boxes with individual braids. Okay, so then we got, hey Crissy, I love the way you did this style. I've been wanting passion twists again, and I don't want to pay so much for them, but I was wondering if you could do the same method that you did in the front to the whole head. So this is very similar to another question. Absolutely, you could. At this point, I'm just going to do the video for y'all just so you can see without the rubber bands and also connecting them to the back. And if you guys didn't know, Mary Kay Bella was one of the first people that I saw, if I'm remembering her YouTube name correctly. I feel like I am though. But she was one of the first people that I saw do this illusion method. I decided to do the rubber bands because y'all know I take every style and make them beginner friendly as I can. And so, of course, y'all know the video's coming at this point. Shout out to you, girl. Okay, so this next one says, I don't understand how you did the back of your hair if you didn't part it like the front. Okay, so there is a method to the madness. With my illusion method, I did not want to create the illusion that I had individual boxes going all around my head, just because typically when I would wear this style, especially in the beginning stages, I would only do a half up, half down. I wouldn't even wear it like all down, part it to the side, like none of that. It was literally get some hair out of your face, have a little bit hanging in the back, and the style is completed. So I feel you. I get it. I don't know, how did you do that to the back of your hair if you did? So I guess I did it. Y'all, I'm sorry. I don't know how to really answer. I don't really know how to answer this one. I did it with the intention of knowing how I wanted to wear my hair. I think that's the answer. No, that is the answer. Dope. How long can this style last, sis? Okay, so I've done this style on my grandmother without the rubber bands because her hair is naturally thinner. And this style, y'all, it's kind of embarrassing. She had hers in for 2.5 months, which is like OD. And when I came to her house to actually remove it, it didn't look crazy, which I was surprised by. Of course, her natural hair had some grow, or what do you call it? Grow out? Why can't I lost the words, all right? But her hair had obviously grown and it was just super frizzy at the roots, but it didn't look crazy. So I would say 2 months. To be on the healthy side, 1 month. Definitely make sure that you are washing your hair every 2 weeks in between this. And I'm quite sure somebody asked that question like, girl, can we wash this? But we haven't got there yet. So does the pattern have to be neat because I suck at parting? No, girl. You can literally part into like some little curved little, I don't even know what these are called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. When you do those little parts, you could do that and connect them all with rubber bands. It would still give you the same illusion. It's called free parting. You don't actually have to make perfect boxes, triangles, none of that. I'm just good at it, so that's why I do it. But if you want, you know, you could definitely just do this with a bunch of single parts. Maybe, so y'all giving me video ideas because the questions that y'all are asking, I feel like I'm responsible for answering with a video. So make a note, okay? All right, so can you reuse the twist, or is it better to just buy a new pack of hair? In my case, I have actually reused a pack before, not gonna lie. I had already pretty much taken it out after literally wearing it for a week. I had some really long passion twists, which were just so pretty and plump. And I did carefully unloop it. I think I actually posted a video showing you how to reuse it or how to remove them. And then of course, if you want to reuse them, wash them, soak them, condition, allow them to air dry. And then when you're ready to reinstall, just reinstall, girl, save you some money. But I wouldn't recommend doing that if you've been wearing them for about a month, because they're probably just gonna be frizzy and not really look that good. And the hair is fairly inexpensive. So if it is something that you're needing to just like, hey girl, I need a quick style. If I'm not mistaken, the hair is in between $20 to about $35, which is pretty good for a full head of hair, install, all that stuff, especially if you're doing it yourself. All right, so can you tell me when crochet, all right, can you tell me when crochet your hair, how many pieces did you put on each braid in the back, and how far apart should you apply each crochet in the back braids? Okay, so I get it, right? You're essentially asking me how many pieces did I put all over, right? How did I know where to put everything? The best way to do this, because my head is not your head is not my head, it's never gonna match perfectly. So I could have 8 rows going all the way up, you know, from ear to ear, and I could have 5 braids in the back, 3 braids, 2 braids, 1. It won't matter. What will matter is making sure that you cover the front first, which usually I can do that in about 3 packs easily. And mind you, 8 come in a pack. So between 3 to 4 packs are gonna be spent on the front. I would say it's probably about 6 to 12 pieces in each pack. Don't quote me, because I'm really just trying to remember as I was pulling these off. And then of course in the back, I make it a goal to go across the front so that I can cover what's happening here, right? That little gap. And then I'll go along the back of my hair, so just that nape area. And then I'll fill in the middle, because once everything is kind of flipped back and down, y'all, nobody's gonna see it. And y'all know I wear my hair in ponytail. In a ponytail. If I'm wearing braids, I'm doing a ponytail. So there's that. Can you make box parts in the back of your head and just connect everything, or do you need to do it like the way you did it? So same thing. Absolutely, you can connect them all if you see fit. I want you guys to kind of get a little fancy and creative with it. My way is not the only way. It is not the best way. There are so many other YouTubers doing the same method. Obviously, do what makes you feel good, girl. Can you rubber band all the way down and braid the hair in the back instead of twisting? Yeah, so I think she's referring to the second crochet video I've ever done, which probably got the most views. And I'm like shocked by this one. But this is where I literally just twisted the hair going all the way back down to the nape of my neck after doing the parts in the front, just so that it was super beginner friendly for the girls that could not braid at all. And yes, if you don't want to do the twist because you want to feel a little bit more secure, I would highly recommend just doing the braids in the back like some of the other tutorials, and do the twist last, because I know somebody's gonna ask that. Haven't got to the question, but yes, the twist will last as long as you secure it with some type of rubber band, or you braid. Well, I guess it defeats the purpose if you don't know how to braid. A rubber band will do the trick just to hold it in place. It's probably not going to last more than about 2 weeks though, and you definitely won't be able to wash it. Nice. Which gel did you use on your edges and your hair? So I don't really use gels. It'll usually be like some type of edge control, and if I'm using any, then more than likely it's the Cream of Nature. I'm trying to figure out how Cream of Nature has never reached out to me even once. First of all, I haven't reached out to them either, but at this point we should have had a collaboration, because I've been using the Cream of Nature argan oil since my channel has started, and I recently I guess kind of started using the edge booster, just like their normal hold, and I really like that one. It's a water-based product and it does what it needs to do. That's on my Amazon store as well. What is the brand of that hair? And good morning. Hey girl. Okay, so the brand is usually Toil Tress or Janet Collection. Those are pretty much the only 2 hair that I have like tried. There's other companies now selling the hair on Amazon. I even considered selling it on Amazon, but I'm like, I'm so indecisive. Like, all the leads that I've probably sent to these brands could have definitely gone in my pocket if I just got out of my own way and said, girl, put your own line of crochet hair out. But y'all let me know if that's something y'all would like me to do. I don't mind being like a creator that just works with brands. I really don't. I enjoy it. It's something new, fresh all the time. How long do you usually keep your braids in and it looks beautiful? So whether it is me getting knotless braids, I'm doing the braids myself, passion twists, regular box braids, cornrows, I'm never leaving a hairstyle in longer than 2 weeks. If it's a wig, it's not even staying in for 2 days. Let's just be honest. After I do the video, it's probably coming off unless I got somewhere to go. But as it relates to braids, 2 weeks max. Question for shorter hair like mine. Would it be easier to do the whole head like the first rows? Because I don't think my hair is long enough to even twist together. So maybe it's a stupid question. I'm just trying something new. Definitely not a stupid question. A great idea though, because had I done this back in like high school when I first did the big chop, y'all, okay, the length retention that we would have had. Definitely, I 10 out of 10 think that is a great idea, that if your hair is short, I would probably say shorter than like 3 inches, you could absolutely just connect the rubber bands all the way down. Baby, golden. Golden. Great idea. Can you do this with Senegalese twists also? Senegalese twist and passion twist are almost the same thing. I really need to like do the research to find out what's the difference. Except for the fact that Senegalese twist originated out of Senegal. Don't quote me, I just made that up just now, but if I'm right, amazing, okay? I believe that Senegalese twist originated out of Senegal. Let me look that up. Hey Siri, where did Senegalese twist originate? I was right. Okay, so Senegalese twist originated in Senegal, Africa. Hey Siri, where did passion twist originate? Passion twists were created by hairstylist Kaylin Rogers, also known as the Boho Babe. Hey Siri, what's the difference between Senegalese twist and passion twist? Okay. So this is the biggest difference. Senegalese twists are more so used with like a kinky straight type of hair. So that cankalon hair that you're used to seeing, that's a Senegalese twist. Passion twists, on the other hand, are gonna originate from more of like a curly texture that is literally just twisted. So your natural hair twisted would be more of a passion twist. Your natural hair blown out twisted would be more of a Senegalese twist. There you go. First of all, that wasn't even a question. How did we get here? Can you do some Senegalese twists also? Yes, baby. Yes, you can. Do you twist the hair in the back too, or did you braid it down? The one video that I think you're talking about, I did twist the hair in the back, but a lot of the other videos I just braided. I think I only have one crochet video that I twisted in the back, and the others, like I said, it's just braided. Hi, I was wondering, what do you do if it has a strong smell? If the hair has a strong smell, which I don't typically see that happen, I would highly recommend that you do a like some type of apple cider vinegar rinse, shampoo, condition, let it soak, that whole thing. If it still has a smell, which honestly, no, let me be real, if I get some packaged hair and it smells crazy, I'm not about to then go ahead and do labor to get it how it's supposed to be. I'm probably just gonna send it back and be done with the whole thing. If I can get a new package of like hair and it doesn't have a smell, amazing. But like if I get it and it stinks, y'all, I'm probably gonna return it. And I'm not even one of those people that'll return. I'm probably gonna, yeah, we're gonna return that bad boy. But yeah, if not, alternative, wash it, girl, do what you gotta do. If it still stink, maybe I wouldn't use it. How do you get all those little rubber bands out? So if you guys have not seen, I do have a how to remove it. I think I did 2 of those videos, how to remove the rubber bands. And like I said, I always apply a little bit of extra oil before I do that. I'll literally lift the rubber band up a little bit off of the scalp and then boom, cut it with the scissors. That way I don't make the mistake of cutting my own hair. I love the quality of your videos. What are you using to record? So literally this is the EOS Rebel T7i. I have been using this camera for the freaking longest. When I tell you lighting is everything, lighting is everything. You do not have to go out and have the most expensive camera. I think this camera was about $800 and I got this 3, maybe 4 years ago. Y'all see the quality. It's giving what it needs to give. Just make sure you have a well-lit room and you in there. You didn't even use your phone. Most of the time the phone looks better than the camera, not even gonna lie. Does the crochet hair break off your hair? Now, I've never really seen a case where the crochet hair would break off your hair. If you do have any type of allergies, it could give you like a sensitive scalp because this is not always human hair. I've worked with some companies where I have been, given the human hair and kind of done a braided style, but for the most part, it is synthetic hair. Any type of synthetic hair is not always going to be the softest. And so what do you do in that case? Apply a little bit of oil, those edge controls, all that stuff will usually help. But the crochet hair specifically, 9 times out of 10, it is going to be synthetic. And I don't think it'll break off your hair. I mean, just don't leave these styles in for an incredible amount of time. This is beautiful. Kudos, sis. You have a new subscriber. Plus, how do we remove it after installation? Well, first of all, thank you for subscribing. And I have videos on how to remove this. Any of the styles that I have done thus far, I show you how to take it out. So definitely check those out. And like I said, I literally boom, boom, boom with the oil, pop that baby out, slide that baby out, whatever it takes. We're there as long as your hair is not being pulled out. Oh, and for the crochet, y'all, you literally find the loop because you're only looping it once. Find that loop, pull it out, pull the crochet braid through, and you guys, it'll be a full strand of hair just like you started. Can you do this without the rubber bands? It just looks too tight and the rubber bands cause a lot of damage to the roots. I can see that. Definitely, if you're gonna use rubber bands, do not put them super tight. First of all, it's gonna cause a lot of tension. By the time you connect the braids or the twist, that's gonna hurt, okay? Especially putting that crochet hair up under it. Try your best. I know that because I'm using edge control, a lot of times it just looks so freaking tight. But I would never do my hair any tighter than I could bear. And then of course, if you're gonna do it without the rubber bands, I recommend that. 10 out of 10, recommend that over rubber bands. Go ahead and just connect those boxes with plaits, twists, whatever makes you happy. How do you get the How do you get the flat twist to stay up? Do you leave the bobby pin in? Sorry, I'm watching this on mute at work. Y'all, I watch videos on mute all the time. That's hilarious. So how do you get the flat twist to stay up? I did put a bobby pin in on that flat twist video, and y'all, it stayed in the whole time. What I ended up doing is crocheting a piece of hair around the very tip of like the area that had that bobby pin, of everything just kind of pinned in together. I did like 3 or 4 crochets specifically there, knotted them that way in case it wanted to move, it couldn't go anywhere. And that is just another point of like why I should have showed y'all the back, because I get why you have so many questions. My bad. Can they be worn down without a top ponytail? This is so beautiful. Thank you, girl. So absolutely, you could wear them down. I don't ever do it just because I don't actually like the way that crochet styles look. I just have found a alternative to having to sit in the chair for 6 to 12 hours getting individual braids. So because like I said, I always wear my hair up in a ponytail, and without me actually having to sit through that process, have tension on my hair because I'm pulling it up into that ponytail while wearing the braids the whole time, crochet takes the thought out of it. But yeah, you can wear them down. I just don't. I don't like the way it looks. It just looks too crochet. Like even with the illusion method, unless you're gonna do your boxes really small and they kind of sit a little bit closer together, I don't ever really like the way it looks. The only time that I have liked it is when I did like a side part and I only had like a couple of hairs going over to the right. But that was on my last video. Check it out. What happens when the rubber bands get old and start to pop? Nothing, sis. Literally, they're gonna pop unless you have all of them popping all across your head and like what's happening. We want to go ahead and just remove the style at that point. But you know, for the most part, if 1 or 2 pops, it's not going to be a big deal. You still have so many other ones that are going to be connected and kind of securing it into place. And then of course you have that crochet, which is tied, which should not make your hair move anywhere. And last but definitely not least, can goddess locks or false locks be done using the same method instead of doing braid squares all over the head? So I've been waiting for somebody to ask me about this because I have it on my little notepad of like all the videos I'm gonna do. I want to do, fantasize about doing, like all that, right? Goddess locks and the faux locks, especially the soft locks. I'm like, should I do a crochet method of this? Because I think it would be beautiful. I did a crochet with faux locks, but it was just all going up into a ponytail. But I haven't done the goddess locks or the goddess braids yet. Y'all gotta do it. And absolutely, I could do the squares all over. I think that is probably what I'll do instead of doing the individual. Actually, I'm still gonna have to do the individual ones just for the girls that don't like the crochet. But yeah, great idea. I'll definitely be doing the goddess ones really soon because it's been on my to-do list for the past like 3 months. So definitely thank you so much for everybody who sent in a question. I love all the support, all the feedback, all the tough questions, the easy questions. It doesn't matter. I like it. So we have finally reached the end of the Q&A. If you guys come up with any other questions that I have not already answered here, definitely be sure to put those down below, and I'll be very mindful in the next few videos that I upload for you guys. And that's pretty much it for this one. And of course, to my lovely giveaway winners, congrats! Yay! I am so happy that you guys got a chance to be a part of the giveaway. If you guys would like for me to continue to do stuff like this, definitely let me know down below. And I look forward to speaking to the giveaway winners really soon, of course, so that you guys can claim your prize. You will have exactly 1 week from today to reach back out to me just because of all the technical stuff, right? Just so that we can make sure that we can go ahead and claim your prize. If for any reason I do not hear from you guys in the next 7 days, 7 days, okay? So by next Sunday, 8 o'clock. So if for any reason I have not heard from you by then y'all, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to select somebody else, okay? But nevertheless, I love you guys so much. Stay pretty, and without further ado, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, babies.